Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Backpacktrader training room for Tuesday, November 7th, 2023. Election day, many places. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and information purposes only. It is not to be considered individual financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds you can afford to do without. All right, that's all we'll need today on that one. Good morning, Pamela. I saw your note on Discord. I did have one comment. While I trade with Interactive Brokers, I do not use their data because it is a filtered data stream. It's not complete. So I actually use a kinetic data feed. Please do say hello in the chat. All right. Crude and unleaded getting it done this morning very quickly. You just need to make sure that you're in multi-broker mode and you can set up your kinetic data feed with using the kinetic connection procedures. But it's very straightforward, and it's just a matter of selecting your primary live data in options tools options. Tools options market data, I believe, is where that's located. All right, so starting with crude, 9 a.m. start. There it is. There's our start time right in there. We have this short setup that never triggers in. Then we pick up another short setup at 79.27. 905.46 comes down for target 1 and target 2, and ultimately gets to target 3. Target 1 and target 2 are 43 ticks on the morning and a one and done session. Market opening in just over a minute. We are flat on the YM. Soybeans is also flat. So we'll wait for the open on that. And Micro Russell is flat. Unleaded, similar to, this is actually our first trade of the morning. Target 1 traders get done. Target 2 traders just get a couple of ticks on the trailing stop. So then we come to, for target 2 traders only, you come to the short at 905.01. And good morning, Diana. Market's open. And we popped through a little too quick. Oh yeah, definitely too quick to catch on the Micro Russell. So that is a no trade. As I was saying, unleaded for target 2 traders at 905.01, get a short at 928, That goes to target 2 for 32 ticks and trails just beyond target 1. Good morning, Albert. So, unleaded, 1 and done for target 1 traders, 2 and done for target 2. And we'll bring up the micro NQ, wait 4 minutes on that one. And we did not hit our entry. There's a short trade. That's going to be a little quick so far. If it comes back up, we can get it. And we did touch money management, so that comes off the table. That's another second no trade. YM with a short trade. Quick action this morning. Crude and unleaded done already this morning. Nothing yet on the pound Aussie, nothing yet on the micro Russell, and nothing yet on soybeans. We do have a short trade on the YM. Should be in that trade, I would expect. Working up not a very big range this morning. Session high at 31.44 and the session low at 34.144 and the session low at 34.031, so just 113 ticks, 113 point range. Pretty tight on the 30 with it up at 30,000, 34,000. There is a short trade on the micro NQ. Still not quite to our start time though. Another 30 seconds. Hovering right around the entry, so it's definitely getting sync so far, and now pushing down a little bit. Still another 20 seconds to our start time. And pushing down toward the 50 EMA. And there's our 4 minutes. So if we come back to the entry, this is a valid trade. Get in sync at the moment. And not getting back up to our entry, hitting money management. So that is a no trade on the micro NQ. That was our second no trade on micro Russell. Short, still short on the YM. Got to push down through the 200 and through the 50 to get traction on this trade. Yeah, crude pushing down. Crude pricing pushing down. That'll definitely help at the gas pump, but some parts of the country that'll hurt the economy. Those that are very heavily tied to the exploration production industry. Potential stop and reverse on the YM. That'll go to 131. Just one tick beyond the session open. All right, short trade set up on the pound Aussie. Target 2 is money management. That's our 12 tick minimum. That is at 9173. All right, the stop and reverse long has canceled. That didn't ever trigger in unadjusted, so we will go back to our original stop up at 31.46. YM getting through the 50 and the 200, so we may have a good trade here. Target 1 on the pound Aussie. And we're looking for target 2. First actionable target and money management. Still flat on soybeans. Soybeans pushing through to session high, new session highs. Slow start to the morning there as well until just now. We went from 13.57 3/4 to 13.66 was the range, trading range coming in to this current up move, taking us all the way up to 13.72 1/4. Right. Still working to try to get away from the 50 EMA on the YM. Still hanging out just below the 50 and 200. YM now starting to move upward again. No oversold readings, only overbought, so still definitely in the short. And taking another attempt at the 50 and 200 and the 50. Long trade on the micro NQ. I wasn't watching that. That looks like it probably triggered in. 1 sec. Maybe not. That, if it comes up and touches, we should be good, but I don't think we'll be. Okay, now we're in the trade. Long on the micro NQ. Long trade on soybeans, 72 3/4. Looks like it touched it, so I might push that up a tick. 73 flat. So far we haven't gone above. Then there's 73 flat, so definitely in the soybeans long trade. YM attempting to push up through. Setting up bars, but not very rapidly. Russell's showing a momentary pullback from its downward progression, going through session lows. Micro NQ in between session open and session high. Price action has slowed down considerably since the opening few minutes. And now Micro Russell and the YM both seeming to be turning up. Looks like we could get a yellow trade. There'll be a stop and reverse possibly close of this bar. I think we'll get a set of exhaustion dots right here at 34,100 even. So we will be at 34,099 for the stop. The low is at 20,34.36. 136 looks to be the entry if we get it. Looks like price action rejected on the session open at 34,130. Micro NQ and the Micro Russell both turning back down. Soybeans getting up to 74 and a quarter. We need 75 even for target. That'll be 2 points from our adjusted entry, or 8 ticks. And the Micro NQ now with a little bounce off of its 50 EMA. Micro Russell also coming back, looking to test its 50 EMA from the low side. Soybeans getting within 1 tick of target and money management. And there's a potential stop and reverse I was seeing. Ended up being at 26. So that would be 28 for the stop and reverse. And testing the moving averages again. Sideways action on the YM. In the short, and that's our second attempt at a stop and reverse. One tick from target on soybeans. And there's target on soybeans. Plotted stop comes to 73 even. You can either go with that or 73 and a quarter because of the adjustment that I mentioned initially. Chart level adjustment to 73 flat for the entry, and we'd go to 73 and a quarter for the break-even stop. But that's going to be a one and done session on soybeans. We're getting at least 8 ticks. In this case, I think I probably would just go with the 73 flat for the stop, because it's not a particularly large trade. Looking for 76 and a half for target 2. Just 2 ticks away. So we got 8, and that would be 14 for target 2. And we did just stopped and reversed to long on the YM. From 108 up to 128, so loss of a risk, 20 tick risk reversal on the stop and reverse, so a 40 tick loss. Target 1 is 16, so we'll go to target 2 on this trade on the YM. We did get to money management on the micro NQ. So 254 3/4 for the stop, trailing stop. That is our break even. Still no trades this morning that we could have gotten into on the micro Russell. Target 2 at 283 flat on the micro NQ. I thought about taking us up to 31 on the YM, but that still wouldn't have kept us out and would have just cost us 3 more ticks. Getting in within 1 tick of target 2 on soybeans. And now we have a stop and reverse. 77, yeah, that's going to go to 81 for the unadjusted entry. Would go to 83 for the stop and reverse. Session high at 85.7. Not a big trade, so not much room to adjust around it. Money management up at, actually that would go to 95. All right, within 1 tick again. Getting to 76.25. We need 76.5. And target 2 on the micro NQ. That is win number 1 this morning. And starting to trail now on the micro NQ. Stop at 273 flat. Target 3 on the micro NQ at 295. Still long on the YM. Just its second trade of the morning. Short still on pound Aussie. $275.75 for the micro NQ stop. All right, micro NQ 281.25, hitting target 3. So solid win on trade number 1 for the micro NQ. And the YM moving up solidly now as well, looking for money management. It's money management is at 142 and getting within 1 tick at 141. Actually, no, it did. It got there. So bring your stop to 129 on the YM. That's brings the stop on this chart to 129 anyway. And soybeans picks up target 2. 8 and 14 so far, 22 ticks, 2 positions remaining. 272, I'm sorry, 72 and a quarter, 73 and a quarter. Yeah, 73 and a quarter now for the stop, whichever way you were taking this one. So we've got 22 ticks in hand. Realized we're looking at 2 ticks unrealized at this point. And target 3 is at 77 3/4. So getting within 2 ticks there. $287 flat for the micro NQs. 289 1/4 now. Micro NQ making a bit of a push, and we have money management and target 2 on the YM. That is 27 ticks of our 40, so we're down 13. And our stop plotting at 28, but we're actually at 29 with the stop and reverse adjust. And the micro NQ through target 4, 298.5. Market seems to be reacting positively to comments from one of the FOMC members speaking at 10 o'clock. Micro NQ and Micro Russell both heading higher before that. And YM really starting its move about the same time. Looks like it got a bit of a boost right at 10 o'clock. Yeah, right in there. So we need to get to POQ, we need 14 ticks from 128, so that puts us at 142, which is actually, if we can get, yeah, if the trailing stop comes up, the money management will be positive. Pound Aussie still short. And we are in our crude 10 a.m. mini session. So that is a short trade on crude. And now going back to long. Full stop out. Long at 78.56. MN Micro NQ still at 298.5. Soybean stop has come up to 74.5. And we've come within 1 tick of target 3. Trying to get to 78.71 for money management from 78.56. Target 3 on the YM. 134 for the stop. And micro NQ stopping out, and we have a short. Has not triggered yet. Still need a little bit more to get the YM positive. Stop and reverse and a target 2 win so far. 137 for the trailing stop now, just 5 ticks from getting to our POQ level. This is a point where it's obviously up to the trader, but this is a point where I would consider going ahead and pushing my stop up to 42 and ending the session if it pulls back and stops us out. Or it'll be a break-even session, but then we're not at risk in the market any longer. $75.25 for the soybean stop. And target 1 on crude, 10 a.m. session, 17 ticks. We triggered into the micro NQ short. And the pound Aussie testing the 50 EMA again from above. Looks like we are going to cancel the stop and reverse long on the close of this bar. Yeah, the 8 ticks is going to close below we close below the balance line anyway, so stop and reverse long is canceled. So come back to there. Did not trigger unadjusted, so the stop goes back to its original place at 188. And the second mini session is going to be a win. Picking up target 1. Micro NQ coming testing the 50. And we'll see if it can break through for money management. And there's money management. So $2.9025 for our trailing stop. Break even stop at this point. And target 2 on crude oil. 27, 44 ticks, 43. 42 or 43 this morning at 9 a.m. session, 44 for the 10 a.m. session, and good day on crude. Plotted stop on the YM to 139. As I said, I would have my stop at 142 and make this the POQ trade. And now that's a moot point. Plotted stop is 142, 149. So this will be a POQ trade on the YM. And the micro NQ stopping out at break even. One win, one break even. Soybean stop up to 75 3/4. And we need to get one more tick. And there is target 3. So that is 19 ticks, making us 41 ticks positive realized. We have a final position sitting on the trailing stop at 75 3/4, giving us 11 ticks unrealized at this point. And a long trade on Micro Russell for our first trade of the morning. Still hasn't triggered. 162 for the YM stop. And stopping out at 162. For 21 tick net positive on the morning, $105 for single contract positions, $5 a tick on the YM. Soybean still with the trailing position in play. Money management on the pound Aussie, it looks like. One six one. We got to. Yeah, we hit it on the nose. Now, 161 hit it right on the nose. So our stop comes to 172. Yeah, 172. And we pick up 24 ticks, 12 ticks pips, 12 ticks, 12 pips times 2 positions. And the YM coming off that high and getting into a short, but we're not participating in that one. So that means this is going to be a POQ trade on the pound Aussie. Soybeans pushing up to a new session high at 13.78 1/4. Ooh, I didn't. See what we got on Micro Russell here. Okay, there was our trade. There was the entry. So lighter line, or the darker line, a little bit smaller line weight is the entry. Heavy yellow line is the stop. So hit the entry first, then came down and hit the stop. So that's a full loss. So trade number 1 on the Micro Russell is a loss. Soybean stop up to 76 1/4. Crude stopping out on its trailer, which we weren't using since we hit both targets. The trade plan uses. Long trade on the Micro NQ. That looked like we had time to get in that. Tough morning there. Some places I've actually been fairly successful. POQ on the YM. We're in a POQ trade on soybeans. We're in a POQ trade on the pound Aussie. 2 POQ sessions on crude. Actually both one and done, and a POQ session on the unleaded. So a very successful morning this morning so far. Micro Russell being the only trade plan so far that's losing, with one loss. Six POQ sessions out of the 8 charts so far. Micro NQ definitely on the positive side. Soybeans, pound Aussie, and Micro NQ in active trades. Micro Russell flat, but still looking for trades. YM and Micro NQ both working up at session highs. Not real big ranges on the YM this morning. What's the range look like on the Micro NQ? 15,176 to 319, so almost 150 points. considerably percentage-wise larger than the YM, and that prior to this last move we only had just over 100 points of range on the session. $3.19 for target 1 on the micro NQ. And soybeans stopping out at 76 1/4. So that will end its session. Let's see, did the micro NQ get to target? I think it looks like it's a tick away. 18, yeah, 1 tick away, 18 3/4. Actually, that needs to go up there. And micro NQ going through target, so this will be at least a break-even trade again. Going through target 1. All right, still slow moving. And it's questions or comments this morning. All three indices looking like they're pushing up at the moment. Micro NQ pausing just a bit. And of course, as I say that, it makes a liar out of me. Sure, no problem, Pamela. Actually, if you have time right after we finish up this, that would be fine. I've got a doctor's appointment coming up, basically at 1 o'clock Eastern, so I'm going to have to leave about 12:30. Target 2 on the Micro NQ. Lord, I'm going to have to restart. Yeah, looks like that chart crashed. I have to restart NinjaTrader to bring that one back. So we did get to target 2, so that's going to be 2 wins and a break even for an hour's work. Already trailing at 320.5. So that leaves us Micro Russell and the Pound Aussie. But since it's 10:30, I'm going to call it a morning. Pamela, you want to get together on Discord in the Office One channel on the Backpacktrader. All right, we will see you there in just a few minutes. And for everybody else, and there is a short trade on the Micro Russell. Looks like it hit the entry exactly, so I'd push that down to 40.2. Get it away from the 200 a little bit anyway. Yeah, the Micro NQ chart crashed. It's not doing anything at this point. So we will see everybody tomorrow. Regular session tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Crude inventory at 10:30. So see everybody tomorrow. Have a good one.